Good Thursday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. And the 4th of July coming up tomorrow. And of course, that's a big day. Not only do we have the AJC Peachtree Road Race, but many of you may have outdoor plans to hang out at the lake, the pool, or with family. But just know it is going to be hot. Let's first talk about what we can expect at the AJC Peachtree Road Race. And many of you may know that the Atlanta Track Club has a weather alert system there that ranges from the green color, which is good, to the black color, which would be the event would be canceled. The yellow means caution. The red means dangerous conditions. Tomorrow, they're letting us know that the race is going to begin under code yellow conditions, meaning use caution because of the heat and the humidity. We're going to see temperatures around 74 degrees when the race starts, and then those temperatures will be rising pretty quickly into the 80s into the middle part of the morning and into late morning as well. And there's going to be some humidity around too. So your body's going to be sweating, producing a lot of that sweat in order to try to cool your body down. And so you definitely have to be hydrating. Hopefully you've been doing that today. You'll be able to hydrate there tomorrow morning as well, because it's going to be a rather warm race. Now, there have been instances where the race starts in yellow and then it could go up to red as those temperatures rise. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. And then we've also had situations where we have had to go to code black, and those were some situations where we had some lightning near the race, and they would have to stop the race for a little bit to let that rain or the lightning move away. So we've seen a lot of these colors before, but it's really not out of the ordinary to begin the race under the code yellow conditions, the use caution conditions. We've had a few races where it's been green. Some of those mornings when we would recently have a cold front come through in July. I know that's rare, but that brought in temperatures in the 60s that made it nice and comfortable with low humidity. That's the kind of day that you would have a code green. So really, code yellow is not, not that much out of the ordinary for a July 4th race here in Atlanta. So here's what we're watching through the morning hours. At 7 o'clock in the morning, we're thinking temperatures are going to be right around 74 degrees. And then by 9 o'clock, we're up to 79. Now, just know the race has a lot of different waves. You know, not everybody starts at the same time. They'll have A, B, C, D, and it goes on through that. And it's just some waves of racers that'll be, and runners and walkers that'll be coming through. So some of the later waves are going to be dealing with more of the heat. And by 11 o'clock, any folks who are still walking, maybe that long in some of those later waves that start out, it'll be up to around 86 degrees. So those temperatures are going to be warming very quickly here during the day. And then for the rest of the long holiday weekend, just prepare for the heat. And it looks like tomorrow, Friday, July 4th, is going to be the hottest day when it gets up to 94. But really, Saturday and Sunday, only 1 degree different there, with temperatures up to around 93 degrees on both of those days. So again, the humidity levels are going to be a little bit lower. You may have just felt it a little bit over the past couple of days here once this front has moved through, that it's just not quite as oppressively humid, but there is still some humidity out there. So just be aware of that as we go through the next few days. At least it's dry as far as rain. We don't have any showers around in our area. We did have a couple little showers south and east of the city a little bit earlier. We're still watching this one here over parts of Butts County, getting closer to Monroe County and getting closer to the Lamar County area. But in Atlanta, we're actually looking fine right now. You can see the scan going over us right now, not picking up any rain here in our area at all. Here is that system, though, that I'm talking about. Just this one lone shower. And we had a couple of those earlier around Lake Oconee and around Lake Sinclair over to the east of us. We had a few down in parts of Monroe County. Then this one developed here just in Butts County, just kind of moving through the Jackson area earlier, now over the southern parts of Butts County, trying to move into northern parts of Lamar County, just north of Barnesville. Nothing major with it. It's just a little pop-up shower that's got some heavy rain with it. Good old summertime evening shower that we're watching there, but it's not classified as severe or anything. And around the entire state of Georgia, you know, we just have been watching some of those showers there in East Georgia, and then a few more in parts of Southeast Georgia and also South Georgia, and then even more rain down into Florida. And that's part of the system that we've been telling you about over the past couple of days, where we were watching over in the Gulf the potential of just a little area of disturbed weather developing there and expecting it to move over the Florida Peninsula. It is now over the Florida Peninsula, and it's mainly a rainmaker there. And look what we're going to be watching, though. Well, I want to go back. Let me kind of put this back here because I want to show you guys. Okay, we'll go ahead and do those tower cams, and then we'll get to that here in just a second. But let's look at those tower cams because we know that we have some nice views out there once the sun just went down. This is our tower cam at Northside Hospital at Georgia 400 and 285, looking back toward the city of Atlanta. We're aiming some of our cameras around the city because there are some places tonight, most likely more like 9:30, of areas that are going to be having some fireworks on July 3rd instead of July 4th. One of those places is also at Stone Mountain with the laser show there and the drone show that they have. That's really on the other side of the mountain where we have the carving, but we may see some of that a little bit later on, some of those higher fireworks coming up above the mountain. And then this too. Let me put this up full screen for you. Y'all know this is my favorite tower cam that we have. We just always get such a great perspective here over in DeKalb County, looking westward toward the city, where we've got a really high perch there on this tower, and we just see all the beautiful colors there on the horizon as the sun went down around 8:51, 8:52 tonight. So things looking really good out there for tonight. And this camera is going to be fun to watch too when we see any of those fireworks that are going to be out there tonight. Okay, so here's what we're watching. Let's get back to that system down in Florida where we have this disturbed weather here, and you can see some of those higher cloud tops that are showing up in red there with some of those showers and storms. So here is the system. The X is the center of what is most likely going to become a closed low. Right now, it's a trough of low pressure. It could become a closed low as it moves up into the Atlantic. So it's moving back out over water. And the latest update that we have in from this evening from the National Hurricane Center is that they're giving it now a 40% chance of developing over the next 2 days, 60% chance of developing over the next 7 days here over the Atlantic. So we think the center of the circulation as it moves near the Georgia coast will stay off the coast. One of the models has it actually moving inland here around Myrtle Beach, potentially late in the weekend. But what I want you to realize here is that even though it's not going to have a direct hit on the Georgia coast, like not moving directly into the Georgia coast, it's going to be kind of paralleling the coast and moving up toward the north. So if you're going to the Georgia coast this weekend, or if you have friends down there, or even along the South Carolina coast, and even North Florida here near Jacksonville down toward Daytona Beach, you're going to see some rain that'll be moving in at times. It's not going to be a constant rain along the coast, but it is going to be off and on rain that will be moving in. And I also want you to know, if you have folks who are going to be getting in the water on the Georgia coast, I wouldn't go too far out. In fact, make sure to keep up with the flags that they have flying there that they put up, the red flags, yellow flags. Because the surf is going to be pretty rough, and rip tide or rip currents are going to be a danger there on the Georgia coast and the South Carolina coast too. So I just want everybody to be aware of that, because that is something that is dangerous if you're not aware of what's going on, and those rip tides kind of pull you out into the water. So definitely be careful with that along the coast. Now, for us here in Atlanta, we're going to be far enough away from the system that I really don't think we're going to have any direct impacts from it in Metro Atlanta or into North Georgia. But again, we'll be watching it this weekend. The next name on the list is Chantal, and we'll let you know if it does become a tropical depression or if it gets a name becoming a tropical storm. High today, 93 degrees. Yeah, pretty warm out there. Average high for this time of year, 90 degrees. Remember, the past few days we've been talking about the average being 89. Now that we're into July, the average high is 90 degrees. So we're about 3 degrees away from that. Low this morning was 72, 1 degree above the average as well. And no rain officially at Hartsfield-Jackson today, but we are still watching that departure. That's a surplus of a little bit less than an inch for the year as far as the rainfall totals. Here's what we're going to be watching tomorrow. It's going to be a hot day, and I've kind of narrowed down these hours here between 2 and 6 as the time frame when we're going to see the hottest of those temperatures getting into the 90s. Again, I think we'll get up to about 94 degrees in the afternoon. Still a little bit of humidity, but not oppressive humidity. But be aware when you're out and about, have the sunscreen with you, have your sunglasses with you as well. It's going to be a good bit of sunshine at times, mixing in with just a few of those clouds. Now, after getting up to 93 today, we're now watching our temperatures that are at 86 in Atlanta. Duluth is also 86. Gainesville is 85. So we've got that bit of mid 80s around. Most places are in the lower 80s. We even have some 70s up in the mountains of North Georgia. Take a look at these temperatures over the past 24 hours or past 20 hours. I showed you the lows and highs on the almanac there, and there's where we're in those lower 70s early this morning around 7 o'clock. But watch how the temperatures rose quickly today. We were in the mid 80s already by 10 o'clock this morning, and then 90 at 1 o'clock. And there you see a lot of those 91s here. Now, these are the hourly temperatures. We did bump up to 92 and 93 in between these hourlies, and that's why our high today was 93 degrees. And now, just coming down a few degrees at 86 here at the 9 o'clock hour. So here's what we're going to be watching during the day tomorrow. Starting off mild at 74 degrees, then going up to 94 in the afternoon. Mainly dry. We are including a 20% chance for an isolated shower to pop up. Again, just because of the heat and a little bit of that humidity that's going to be building up, there might be one or two little isolated showers around, but I really think that most of us are going to stay dry during the day. In fact, here's a look at the forecast track. You can see here the dry conditions we have out there for tonight will remain dry for the rest of the evening hours here. Tomorrow morning, starting off with a couple of clouds. This model trying to get up a little shower there in parts of North Georgia to the north of us, but I'm not overly concerned about that. Lunchtime is going to be dry. And then in the afternoon, this is where we see just a little bit of green showing up on the map, indicating that low risk for one of those isolated showers. Again, we're giving it about a 20% chance. And then dry conditions during the evening. I think the fireworks celebrations should be just fine out there. It'll be a mild night, though. And then Saturday morning looking good. More of an easterly flow coming in here. And we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Again, not calling for any rain on Saturday or on Sunday. Mainly dry conditions here for your Sunday. So really a nice long holiday weekend here with mainly dry conditions, but we just do have plenty of heat to talk about too. We've been showing you this moisture map over the past few nights, rejoicing about the blue colors coming in, which is the indicator of drier air. You can see that here on the maps there. That's the drier air, that bluer color there. And that's what we have over us now. And notice a little bit of the yellows trying to come in. That's just a slight increase in the humidity levels. But I want you to also look here off the Georgia coast, all of that tropical moisture there with that potential system, and see how that starts spreading in a lot of that tropical moisture into South Carolina and North Carolina as that system's really going to be moving up into this direction here. But still along the Georgia coast, some spotty showers. Not raining the whole time, but just showers at times there. But again, watching that rough surf. But we're on the back side of that system. A lot of times here, we get what we call subsidence on the back side of these areas of low pressure that might be moving up the Atlantic here. And that really tries to reinforce some of that drier air. So that's why we're thinking we're going to be dry for the weekend. Into Monday, maybe a little more moisture coming in. Into Tuesday, see the yellows and greens coming back, indicating a little more moisture starting to move in. And then we start to introduce some rain chances into next week. Really low rain chances Monday and Tuesday. Getting into Wednesday and Thursday, though, it comes back up to about a 30% chance for some of those scattered showers to develop here, still with hot temperatures that are going to be in the 90s. So here's a look at those rain chances. A very low chance Friday, 20%. No rain chances Saturday and Sunday. Then 20 to 30% chances for rain on your Monday and Tuesday. And I want to show you this too. Our dew points, that's the real measure of how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And see this? When you get dew points in the 60s, yeah, that's still humid, but just not oppressively humid like when we have those dew points in the 70s. And we did have that last week, when it was just so muggy out there, when we had those heat index levels near 100 and above 100. But pretty much humidity levels, or those dew points are going to be staying just in that green range, just meaning humid out there. So here's a look at what we're watching with that system. You see the circulation right here. That's where we could see that area of low pressure moving up toward the north. And as it does, that's where the Georgia coast is going to be seeing that best chance for rain here on Saturday, moving into the Carolina coastline there into Sunday as well. And then we're on the good part of that. So we will be generally dry there here in metro Atlanta and North Georgia. So the 7-day forecast, you can see there that rain chance very low Friday. Dry Saturday and Sunday, but still hot at 93. 20% chance for a shower Monday, then a 30% chance for showers here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, with high temperatures back down to around 91 on your Thursday. So thank you for watching this extended live weather update here on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7. I hope that you have a very safe and enjoyable 4th of July on Friday and a nice long holiday weekend as well. Have a good one.